Good evening, my wonderful people. How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Chidinma Favor. If your first time of coming across my channel, thank you so much. This is a new channel. Please help us to grow, like and share, and please, your comments are very important to me. Okay, just leave your comments on the comment section. Like I said, it's a new channel, so help us to grow. Thank you so much. All right, you can see what I showed about the jacket we want to sew. Okay, so just a simple jacket. All right, now what I have is about 2 yards of fabric. What I did first was to fold it into four. All right, I did not add any zipper allowance. Okay, I didn't add any zipper allowance. All right, now the measurements you need for this is your shoulder, bust point, half length, hip length, and of course the actual length of the jacket. Okay, now I first draw a straight line, which is my starter line. From my starter line, I took my shoulder measurement. After my shoulder measurement, I took my shoulder slope, okay, because our shoulder is not straight, and I took my neck width and neck depth. From the tip of my shoulder, I'll go down to my bust point. All right, from my bust point, I go down to my half length. I don't need under bust. Okay, now I'm taking my hip measurement. That is what I'm taking now, my hip measurement. If you forgot to take your client from from your shoulder to your hip of your client, you can do this after your half length. Just take down your tape and take 9 inches, okay, which is the basic 9 inches. What I'm doing now, I'm taking the actual measurement of this jacket and I'm making a straight line. I don't know, my chalk is not visible even if I use them blue chalk, so it will be visible, but it's still not visible. But I'm just making a straight line on my bust point. This is my bust point, my under bust, my half length here. Now this is my armhole measurement. Okay, this is my armhole measurement. I'm also trying to draw my shoulder slope. Like I said, our shoulders are not straight. Okay, I'm just trying to, all the lines I've marked, I'm trying to draw them to a straight line. After I'm done doing that, I will take my bust circumference. Whatever your bust circumference is, you divide it by 4. Okay, you divide it by 4. I took my bust measurement. Now I divided my armhole into 2. I took the midpoint of my armhole, then I stepped out by half an inch. Okay, by half an inch. Then I'll connect with a straight line to my back to my shoulder. You can see what I'm doing. Please, my chalk is not visible, but you can just follow what I'm doing. All right, from there I will draw my armhole. From that half inch I came out with, I'll just draw my armhole. Okay, you can see what I have. At the same time, I'll just take my neck depth. Okay, just cover my neck area. Remember that this fabric was folded into 4. All right, into 4. Okay, now I'm taking my waist measurement. My waist, you can call it your tummy depending on what you call it, but it's your waist measurement. That's your tummy area. Okay, now I've taken my hip measurement. What I have in my hip is the same thing I'll take to the hem of the cloth, and I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance because I'm using a lining for this and I don't want it to be tight. My clients don't want it to be tight, so I'm using 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, At the hem side, I kept 2 inches for folding allowance. All right, now I'm using my hip curve to connect it to the hem of the clothes. All right, just give it a sweet curve. Please, if you don't have your curve ruler, just use your free arm. It's same thing, you still get a very, just take it slightly, you get a new very neat one. All right, at this point I'm trying to connect all my markings together. You can see I'm using a free hand here. You can also do that. All right, I'll just go ahead and cut everything out. You can see how I'm cutting it. Please separate it, just separate it while cutting the back and the front. Separate it, okay, so that you won't make mistake when cutting the neck area. Just separate it. And here I'm trying to draw the front neckline. Okay, just trying to put them together. So the open side is what I'm using as my front. You can see I wrote the back so that you have a better and a proper understanding. Please, if there's any video any clothes you want me to recreate, just put it on the comment section. As God help us, I'll oblige that. Like I said, please, if you've not subscribed, if you've not like, please help us subscribe, like, and your comments are so important. Okay, now I'm done cutting. I've also cut my lining. I don't want this video to be too long, so I went ahead to cut my lining. Okay, I went ahead to cut my linings. You can see it. I just went ahead to cut my lining. All right, removing that 2 inches for the folding allowance. Just go ahead and cut your lining. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, please, if you have any question, just put it on the comment section. Subscribe and like, please. Your comments are very important. Okay, you see I'm just putting the linings together. You see how everything just so from the end you fold up and line. Okay, at this point I'm done. You can see how neat it is. I also attached my pocket. If you have issue with sewing, cutting a pocket, just tell me. I will oblige the video. I will post the video. All right, you can see everything turned out to be very neat. The turning of the lining, the pockets I've stitched, and I also top stitched on the pocket area. I've joined the shoulder. You can see how neat everything is. The next thing is to go cut my sleeve. Before cutting my sleeve, I'll just take the round armhole, the roundness of the armhole. I beg, don't mind my grammar. Okay.